Hello, welcome to Handmade by Julia Quinn. I'm here for my regular Thursday afternoon gig, sharing with you card making fun, ideas and inspiration. Hopefully that will get you crafting and inspired to start making cards too. This card I posted on my blog last weekend, I believe, and the title of the blog was about being inspired by the front page of the new catalogue. And this is the card that inspired me. So a landscape orientation with a stripe through the middle and the lovely diagonal arrangement of features and embellishments. Okay, so that's the starting point for this card here. The next point was that I wanted to use some of the brand new colours and papers. So this is Secret C, a new colour we've got coming, got in this catalogue, because every catalogue has 5 brand new colours. This is another one of the new colours, cloud cover, and then this is some of the beautiful gallery, gallery. I'll show you the suite in the catalogue actually, called the Beautiful Gallery Suite. Okay, so this is the beautiful gallery paper. Some of it has lots of really great neutral tones and awesome scenery, but I have used this bit with the roses that I've cut up for the card. And the stamping for my card today is coming from Notes and Totes stamp set, mainly because I really like this greeting here, sending warm wishes, which I think you can use for all sorts of occasions. I have done a lot of my die cutting ready to make this project, and the die cutting is from the lovely beautiful motifs dies, which is part of this beautiful gallery suite. And this one here pops out but doesn't cut all of the way out. I've used it as part of the diagonal corner arrangement on my card. Excuse me. Hello everybody who's joining me. Thank you so much. I love being able to share card making with you. Okay, so those dies are from the beautiful motifs dies, as is this die here, which is the one that I'm using for the feature to continue the diagonal theme. Okay, let's put together, I've got a few things here. This one here, this is part of the beautiful gallery papers. I'm just going to pop that onto my white panel here. I think my paper's a little bit shorter than my white. Let's have a look, and that should be the same length as that. Okay, now I want to tuck this underneath my die cutting bit. So I'm going to cut off this little bit and tuck my cardstock underneath there and tuck it underneath that bit there. So I've got the overlapping imagery of those gorgeous motifs there from the beautiful motifs dies. So tuck you underneath there and underneath there. I'm not sticking it down yet, not trying to anyway. I just want to make sure that's nice and level and lined up. There we go. There's my lovely motifs showing up in highlight and the gorgeous beautiful gallery paper underneath. Now I have 2 pieces of white cardstock for inside the card. This one here is going to hide that detail there, but I'm also going to use it to show off these gorgeous bits of die cut. So I want to pop a couple of them onto dimensionals to make them stand out a little when I stick the sheet down. So I will get, I think, some mini dimensionals because they'll be a little bit more subtle. I'm going to pop them on all of these, and that'll keep that motif sticking up a little bit higher when I stick the rest of the cardstock on. And one down here and a couple. So I can see, it's probably a bit tricky for you to see, but I can see what is there where the die cut is. Okay, so I've got my dimensionals on the pieces that are popped out. And then when I stick, I'll just peel the backing off all of those. And I'll add adhesion to my plain white cardstock. And then when I stick that over those frames, hopefully it will pop up those bits so that they look a little bit more in relief, and you get that little peak of white underneath to show off that gorgeous die cutting. Okay, now the rest of my inside, I'm going to add a little bit of cloud cover, just an off-cut of making cards, just to the edge of my beautiful gallery paper there. It's not quite straight. Here we go. There, and then stick those two onto my white panel for inside my card. And as you can see, I haven't trimmed off my paper properly here. What did I do with my scissors? I had them a minute ago to open a new box that arrived in the mail, and I've lost them now. Totally lost. Here they are. Here they are. Trim that off. That's all done. And then that's my piece for inside my card. This is actually one of the cards we're making at our beautiful gallery class this week. Everyone enjoyed it on Tuesday, and then we've got a few more people coming tomorrow. So there you go. And the last thing is a little bit of stamped roses that I've already stamped, just to overlap there. There we go. There's the inside of my card done. Now I've got the front of my card. I want to stamp my greeting, sending warm wishes, with my Secret Sea ink. And as I'm cutting this out, it doesn't really matter whether that's lined up perfectly or not, because it will be chopped out. Luckily I found my scissors. Hey, otherwise then I'll be real strife trying to cut this out as well. And today, being the 8th of May, or May 8, in Australia, I heard this morning on the radio, it's about remembering your mate. And this is a nice card that I can pop in the post for a mate of mine to say, I'm sending warm wishes to you and thinking of you. Or you can send a quick message or ring someone up for a nice long chit chat on today, celebrating your mate. There we go. And I'm going to put my adhesion across there. Just before I do this though, I do have to pop out. I haven't finished popping all my bits and pieces from my die here. Just using my take your pick tool to pop out the extra bits and pieces. Oops. In between the flowers. This one, I should show you the beautiful motif dies actually. They're over in the box. This one and another leaf one I absolutely love. I think they're beautiful. I love the fine detail you get with that die. Okay, now making that diagonal, stick that behind there, and then cover up that bit with some dimensionals to help hold it into place. There we are. All of the secret gluing business behind the greeting to keep everything secure. Okay, pop you over here. Stick you, oops, in the middle there, sending warm wishes. And last of all, some bling, because bling is beautiful. And I'm using the iridescent pearl jewels here because they have lovely shine, and they're picking up the white pieces of my card here. So put one here, a little one down there, maybe another one, oops, up there, another little one there, and one more there. There we go. Odd number. Apparently odd number is the way to go. It looks better, so they say. Alrighty, there you are, sending warm wishes with Secret Sea and cloud cover using the beautiful gallery designer paper, the beautiful motifs dies there and there. Actually, I will get you the beautiful motifs dies. Took me a bit to find them, sorry about that. So here's the beautiful motifs. There are only 5 of them, but I have used on this card this one for that lovely little frond there, and then these 2 which pop up partially. If you want a full version of those dies, you'll have to cut around the extra pieces. This die also does the same thing. It partially cuts. You can see that the dies don't quite go all the way around, so it does the same thing. And this die does cut all of it out. I love a good leaf die. So many times you can use a leaf die just to fill in some spaces, and it works with guy cards as well as girl cards. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll go back and reply to all your comments now, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.